Welcome back to Aqua Goddess Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a tarot time. So let's get on into it and see what's going on today for you. First and foremost, how have you been? What has life been like? How you been doing what you doing when you're doing it? You feel me? Okay. So already I'm feeling like let me see, what's going on with the cosmos today? I'm just feeling like this. It's not a lot of thinking type stuff. Okay, those are popping out. Not a lot of thinking. More of what I'm giving is saying like doing. Like there's so many things. You might have a long list of things to do today, but the thing is, you just need to get them done. You just need to do them. You don't need to know how to do them. You just need to get them done, and that doesn't put a lot of thought into it. So maybe some things that could be holding you up here is that there we go. Some things that could be holding you up here is if you need to have too many lists, you need to do too much. That can be quite difficult for you during this time. Let me get a couple more. Let me see. Let me see. Anything else in here? Okay. Now, let's see what this is. Let me see. Okay. Y'all out here getting busy, huh? Y'all out here getting busy. Don't let them play you. Don't let them play you. Let's see. Let me 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 see. Okay. Go ahead and take a step back and see what is going on here. Sheesh. Sheesh. So today I see quite a bit of major things happening. You are finishing up the end of something. End of a cycle, end of something that you've been working towards ending for a very, very, very long time. Like, you're like, look, I'm trying to be done with this. And that's what's coming up here. In front of you is the world, meaning there's a world full of opportunities that you can get, you can aspire to, you can have. The Hanged One is really talking about not being that no obstacle that comes before you is enough to trip you up. That, no matter what it is that you see in front of you, that could be a little bit difficult at times, you have the capacity to make your way through to the other side every time. Now, you're at this point in your life where you no longer want to stay up late at night worrying about the what ifs in life. You're just like, fuck that. I don't want to do that anymore. It's too much for me. You don't want to have this energy anymore in your life. And so in order to get that, you really have to cut ties with your past, and you kind of have to make peace with the things that you do have and the things that you don't have, and just leave the things you don't have in the past and just let it keep staying right there. But that can be difficult because a lot of times we may feel like, man, I really want to be able to mend the places in which my heart hurts. But a part of that mending process might be letting go of, who you were, or people you used to deal with, or things you used to do, or, just kind of leaving the nest essentially to have your own life. And I hear a strong indication here of you being excellent at something, and you need to move past where you are now to be able to walk into that excellence, to be able to have the environment you need in order to bring those gifts into life. And I think there has been a lot of strife before. You felt like you've been kind of just fighting against people often. What I really like about this card is that you see, look, homegirl got the mask on. So it's even a representation, even though this deck came out before COVID, It's even a representation of just the certain themes that will come up during your life or have been coming up during your life, but that one's most recently. So I'm seeing all of these things of just working hard. And I think what you're dealing with here is feeling like, do the actions I'm doing correlate with the amount of effort that I'm putting into life? And that is really the question you need to have, because you can put a lot of work into something and you may not be going far in where you want to do, because what you're focusing on is the stuff you don't need to focus on. And temperance is bringing a message that it's not about doing something because you are afraid. It's about doing something and finding balance. Balance in work and life, balance in fun and play, or fun and play, balance with work and play, balance with yourself and others. The theme here is balance. So you can't just focus on yourself, and you can't just focus on others. Finding balance, that's going to bring you true happiness. And I see that the King of Wands, which is the highest action you can take in the sun, which is you shining bright, those two things are really being held back. And there's going to be an opportunity in the new year for you to walk into that and be able to kind of live that to its fullest potential. But until then, these are the things that you have to work hard towards. And there's this feeling of wanting to go out on this journey, or wanting to be with the right community of people, but there's a sense of delay that continues to come up in the path. So with there's so much fire going on in this particular reading today, just know that it means you have a very large to-do list, and you have to be very certain on how you're going to execute the things that you're doing, and to what level and to what extent you're going to do it. And you kind of have to, it's saying honestly, even though you have to get these things done, you also have to pare down. You cannot have 15 things that you need to do in a day. You only have space to do 8 things, and then you're just going to be like not in balance. You're trying to do everything, and you don't really even need to do everything, because this hang one is sending the message that there's nothing that can come up that you can't figure out how to get to the other side. You could be in like a bind, but at the end of the day, you can figure out how to get to the other side. Maybe someone's thinking, this is how I do it. I'm a kid game real quick. This is how I do it. If I have a lot I need to do, instead of being so available to others, I literally will tell them, even if I'm doing something small for them, I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so much work. Do you mind helping me or something like, and then they'll be like, oh, no, just take as much time as you need. Boom, that bought me some time right there. Or for the things that you need to do in your own actual life, you got to get up and be like, okay, I'm going to get this done today. I don't care what's happening. I'm going to get this done today. I'm not worried about nothing. So let me see specifically what goddesses are protecting you today. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. These two are real excited. Okay. Receptivity. There's this feeling like you're doing more for others than they're doing for you. Okay, so I feel like you're out of balance with your fun time, your playtime, things like that. I feel like there's an imbalance here where you are doing more for others, or it's not more than likely you're more receptive to others' needs than you are to your own. And then there's this sense that the child inside of you who is calling upon the arts or calling upon play and fun and stuff like that really is like frustrated, like just very frustrated. They want to get out. They want to have a good time. They want to explore. They want to be happy. They want to have all of that funness that is a representation, of the experience as a whole. So specifically today, find a way to balance that stuff you need to get done as well as the fun. And the fun means going on a journey. Like, I don't know the last time you went and rode a bike, or the last time you went for a walk, or the last time you just went out in nature. Just if you can have that moment to yourself, no matter how busy you are, there's going to be a lot of energy, especially psychic energy, that comes to you in that kind of path. Well, I'm going to go into the extended reading, and we're going to continue to ask questions. So if you want to have access to that extended reading, the link is in the description.